Hello, hello, hello. It's been a minute since I've done a live one, but let's see if I can remember this. Hello, hello, once again. Welcome back to the Hungry Bleak podcast. I am Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak, aforementioned, yada 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 yakety schmackety. So it is a beautiful Friday. It is 12:30, different time than what I usually do. I usually do it later in the day, but I've been up early. Cable guy came by. He updated the boxes. Did a new modem by accident. He wasn't supposed to, but he did it. So obviously, it's there. It's not going anywhere. So have to redo everything with that, including all my Wi-Fi devices, and have to go through the channels and do all the favorites again, and put shows that I normally would record back into DVR, which is okay. I did unfortunately lose about 30 something episodes of General Hospital. I am very far behind. If you watched or listened to the previous episode, you know why I'm behind on so many things, unfortunately, including the show and my reading and my viewing. Gaming, slightly behind, getting caught up every so often. Thing I've been playing is Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, the latest season of the game. Absolutely one of my favorites. It's a great stress reliever for me, and I'm happy with that. But let's jump into it. Let's go with it. I hope everyone's having a great day. It's a beautiful Friday. It's sunny. It's about 60 something degrees. Happy Football Friday, folks. Let's get that one out of the way right now. All right. So first thing up that I want to, this obviously you guys know, I love doing a short show. I love doing short shows, telling you what's going on, giving you my opinion, what's happening, making it very quick, and also giving you something to think about, because why not? So first thing up is announced for June is Nubia, Queen of the Amazons. This is the follow-up to Nubia and the Amazons, and then now we're in Trial of the Amazons. Then we're going to get a coronation of Nubia as being the official Queen of the Amazons. Then we're going to have a series Queen of the Amazons. This is going to be Stephanie Williams, Elisa Martinez, and Mark Morales. Yes, obviously yes. I fell in love with Stephanie Williams' writing, doing Living Heroes, which was just so smart and funny, and just yes, I would love to see more of that. I'd love to see her doing it with also the DC characters. I need to catch up on her on her writing of those, because they're just so smart, so funny. Loved it. Alita Martinez, yes, art is always diabolical and just fun to see and explore how she uses colors and such. I'm just a huge fan of hers. Really got to know her art, which she was doing superb for Catalyst Prime. Jeez, I really missed that line of comics also. So I'm excited about this. I have to finish Nubia and the Amazons, because again, I'm behind on my reading, but I already started buying up Trial of the Amazons, so then I can go into the coronation, then I can go into Queen of the Amazons, and it's wonderful. It's funny because I don't normally read events such like that, but to have an Amazon event like this doesn't happen very often, so I had to jump into it, especially with Nubia. And like I said, the names that are involved, the talent roster. Also, Mark Morales is going to be working on Nubia, Queen of the Amazons as well. Have to look. I'm sure I have work from Mark. I'm just not sure. I can't remember everyone's name sometimes with comics, but I'm excited to see this. I did. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't normally read events, but I read through Aquaman: The Becoming and Black Manta, which there was a slight link in there to Nubia and the Amazons. So yeah, so I was reading that. I was like, wait a minute. So there's a series that's going to be focused on Black Manta. There's a series Aquaman: The Becoming, which is going to be focused on Jackson Hyde. There's a series that's going to be focusing on Nubia. Yeah, of course I'm going to grab these. So I definitely had to grab them up and reading them. I finished Black Manta, Aquaman: The Becoming, and Aquaman, which is what that leading into the new series where Arthur Jackson and Black Manta are working together. It's a weird thing, but I'm actually digging it. Kind of ties in actually a little bit to Young Justice as I was watching it yesterday. So I'm excited to finish Nubia and the Amazons, so then I can go into Trial of the Amazons, so I can read Nubia, Queen of the Amazons. This is all dope. I love to see it. You got to get it. Another thing I'm very excited to see, Danny Lore is to write a Marvel series Bloodline starring Blade's daughter, Brielle. Yeah. This is something that was supposed to happen, God, maybe 7-8 years ago. This was announced, I think, at a New York Comic-Con, possibly. This was announced, or at San Diego Comic-Con. I can't remember which one, but it was announced to happen, and it didn't happen. There were just so many unfortunate circumstances that happened with that. But in the back of my head, I've always remembered I would love to see another vampire hunter, Blade's daughter, in this series. How does that dynamic work? Who's the mother? How do we bring Brielle into this world with the MCU? Could this quite possibly play out into live action appearance? We are going to be getting a Blade movie. Look. Yes, just give it to me. Yes. And Danny Lore, I'm so happy for them to have this project that has been on ice and then thrown in the closet, then forgotten about and mothballed, then thawed out and bring it back into the forefront. I'm so excited for them to be doing this, and I want this so badly. I'm not sure who's going to be doing the art and stuff like that. No, that will come out later on, but I want this. I want to see this. I want to see this come to fruition, and I want to read. Oh my God! And just from the page that I saw, the one thing that they saw, where it's a cache of weapons and it's a hand, long nails. Could it be Brielle? Could it be Brielle's mother? I'm not sure who Brielle's mother is either. That's yeah. Blade's one of my favorite characters. I'm highly excited about the movie. Even the after scenes credit in Eternals, when Dana Whitman is contemplating whether to take out the ebony blade and even touching the blade, and you hear a voice say, "Do you really think you should do that, Mr. Whitman?" or something to that effect. And we all know it's Blade. We all know it's Eric Brooks, aka Blade, aka the Daywalker, aka vampire slayer, hunter, killer, everything. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I started reading the latest, well, I shouldn't say latest, but most recent Marvel series because Blade was a part of it. Blade is on the team. That's why. I tried to read Strike Force, just didn't do it for me. Between the art and the story, just didn't do it for me. The team was interesting, but just didn't do it for me. So yeah, now we're going to be getting a preview of this on Free Comic Book Day, which is going to be May 7th. I believe it's always the first Saturday of May. This is going to be the first year where we're really out of COVID mandates. So we're going to be able to really get into that. And speaking of which, look, Free Comic Book Day is coming up. I have already requested that time off from my job. I think that weekend. Again, because of my circumstances right now, and my mother's recovery and health, which stronger and stronger each day. Walking around more each day. I know she's actually getting better because her mouth is getting slicker too, which is so I go, yeah, she's definitely getting better. She's definitely getting better because her mouth's starting to get slicker. So hopefully that she'll be better. She's going to be at the point where I can say, okay, I'm going to go to New York for a day. Will you be okay? And she's going, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm great. Hopefully that's what can happen. Last year I was out. Yes, last year I was out. I remember, yeah, I was in New York. I was in New York. It was a beautiful day. Got to go to Melba's and have some chicken and waffles with Mi Familia. So it was beautiful. But yeah, that's the thing I'm most excited. I don't know what else is going to be out there for New York, for Free Comic Book Day, but I know for a fact that there is going to be, that they've been saying that there's going to be something for Bloodline, which is what the series is going to be called. So it could be possibly be a preview issue, could be a couple of pages from something. It could be anything. We honestly don't know. I just want to get it because I want that. I've been wanting this story so badly, and I think that's such an incredible thing to have. That it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be just, yeah. I'm excited about it. There's been a plethora. Let's say a plethora. There's going to be a plethora of comics that have been out that I have been catching up on. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to not drown in 5 issues that I have to go through while trying to comprehend the story that's going on. It's a lot. It's a lot. But there are 3 issues. There's been a few comics out since I've been away that I've really enjoyed. So let me hit you with those right now. One of them is Little Monsters. This is from Image. This is Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. So the world has ended. We don't know what from. Most realistically, the things that we have been living through the most recent few years, actually last year or so, 2 things that we've been thinking about a lot have been the pandemic, obviously, and also an apocalyptic, a nuclear apocalypse. So let's say one of those 2 things are what actually end the world, civilization, decimated. This story goes, so something has happened and we don't know, and we see a group of, I believe it's like 5 or 7 children, and they're talking about playing a game, anything to pass the time. Turns out they're the only ones that are left alive. Also turns out they're vampires. So how does that work? A world in desolation, there aren't very many people or any people, that's it. But then again, they've been told to just stay here. Then at the end of the first issue, there's a man lying there. Legs have been broken by a pillar or a boulder falling on his legs, breaking them, saying, "Help me, help me." That's the first issue. The second issue I just came out this week. I'm absolutely loving this. I love the art is white, black, and red. Very stark and perfect for this apocalyptic horror vampire feel, and thriller as well, and psychological thriller, because how did the kid survive? What happened? And they always have talk of another vampire, an elder vampire. Where are they at? We don't know. We don't even know who it is. It can either, if they figure 2 most legendary vampires, let's say, are Vlad Tepes, aka Dracula. The other is Lord Varney. A lot of people don't know about Lord Varney. I want to say that is Lord Varney. Yeah, sure. Lord Varney. This is a really great series. Love it. You'll fly through the issue, honestly, and you'll have this feeling of almost a claustrophobic, being in the dark and being claustrophobic because of how the art is done, which I love. Seeing these children try to pass the time every day by playing the same damn games. They'll play hide and go seek. They'll jump. There are 2 that jump off of like skyscrapers, and they fall, they break their legs, and then they heal and they come back. How they try to pass the time, and we don't know how much time has passed. We don't even know how long these children have been vampires. One of them it's shown to have been very old, but we still don't know very old, but I would say centuries old. Love this series. Great. It's just nice. It was something I wasn't expecting. Then I jumped into it, and I was like, okay, cool, bet, I'm in, jumping on. So yeah, enjoy this. Next one is Slumber. This is also from Image Comics. All right, so say you have something going on in your life that's causing you nightmares, very vivid, horrible nightmares, like damn near night terrors. Let's actually just say night terrors. Night terrors hits me a little harder, I want to say. Well, You can hire someone. You can hire a nightmare killer. They will come in. They will go into your dream, your nightmare, excuse me, night terror, and kill whatever is there. Now, whatever's there is actually a manifestation of a trauma that you've actually done in your real life. That's basically the story of Slumber. This is actually from Tyler Burton Smith and Vanessa Cardellini. Yes, I want to say Carlini. It's really cool to have a character that goes into the dreams and kills your trauma, in essence. In this first issue, we have the character who is hired, like you would hire a private detective or any other being. Hire them. They actually take their zombie or ghoul sidekick partner, teleport into your dream. There's like a doorbell that they have. They'll teleport you into your dream, go in there and kill it. Now, in the first issue, we have a man who is being terrorized by a clown. Then the clown is gone. Then it manifests itself from its aunt, and it turns out that the being, the trauma was from this character being molested, sexual assaulted by a pedophile. Two things with that: to jump into that as your first job, as far as this goes, which actually does make sense because very traumatic event, but also to have it be a man who was a survivor of it. You don't see that very often with things like that, as far as like comic stuff like that. You don't see that very often. So I really enjoyed flipping the script on that. And also possibly there could be something else going on there because it shows the man doing it, but then it shows the aunt, representing it as well. So I don't know how deep they're going to go into that, what have you. I really enjoyed it. I thought this was really cool, fast paced, and the demon, the nightmare killer is actually looking for a particular dream being or a nightmare causer, and we'll find out more about that as well. And the police are working along with her to figure this out and wonder why people are randomly killing their loved ones or other people as well, and then sitting there going, I have no idea what's going on. So we have these dreams that are happening, but we also have these serial killings that are happening parallel, and they're really looking for whoever's committing these crimes because they know them from the past, and it's someone who the person will fall asleep, they'll have their dream, their nightmare, they'll wake up and they'll find out that they've killed someone, and every person has the same thing. I don't know what happened. I fell asleep and then I was there, woke up, there was blood everywhere. This person's dead. I don't know what happened. I didn't kill them. I like that. You're giving me something to do with dreams. You're giving me dark comedy. You're giving me wild scenery because of dreams and people's subconscious. And you're also giving me this serial killer thing. So you have to figure that out as well. I like it. I'm there for it. There's only been one issue so far. Second issue will probably be out maybe in the next couple weeks, I want to say. Because like I said, that first issue was maybe about a month or so ago. And that's the timetable, folks. The next one I want to speak of is Batman the Knight. Now I know. I don't really read Batman books. But the thing that's always interested me about Batman is the fact of the training, what happened before. That's always been what's cool to me. Excuse me. And this is just awesome. This is going to be a 12-month, a 12-issue run. It's going to be 12-month. So you figure a year. So this is kind of like a maxi series. This is a young Bruce Wayne going to Paris, and he's figuring out how to become a whatever he has to be, a detective, a fighter, everything. So this is him. This is written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Carmine de Giandomenico. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am not. And we find Bruce is in Paris after creating this plan where a student ended up getting himself expelled from a school, I believe it was, during a fight. Is Bruce trying to defend another student? He goes to Paris on his world tour of trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, and to be trained. And he goes into into Paris, and he ends up finding this cat burglar and trains with them on how to figure things out. And also, there's a serial killer that's going around, again, serial killers, Paris killing people, and there's an investigator named Ducard who is figuring it out. So you have Bruce is learning from not just this cat burglar, and yes, there are obviously allusions to Selena Kyle, but it's not Selena Kyle, and also this investigator detective, Ducard, and Bruce learning from them both, and I like it. Like I said, it's going to be 12 issues, so they just finished up this half where it was him figuring out, investigating, profiling, putting your mind into the mind of whoever you're hunting. This next one, I think the next part of this is going to be him figuring out how to fight, because that's his next thing is I need to know how to defend myself properly. So we're going to get that. That's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. If you're a fan of The Batman, which I'm sure a lot of you are, really great movie. If you haven't seen it, you're going to be in luck, because on April 14th, I believe it's going to be on HBO Max. You'll be able to sit there and watch it. It is 3 hours long. It feels like it flies by, though, because of how it's paced. The pacing is actually really well done. It is dark as in visually. So be prepared for that, but it fits. Very, very, yeah. And the cast does a great job. So it definitely catches up. This is, like I said, it's on 6 issues, I want to say, but I'm really enjoying it. So next one, this is an event, which I don't read, but I'm reading this one. And they are 2 issues in. This is Shadow War. If you're not reading Deathstroke or Robin, please do. They are some of the best. Robin starts out about this tournament of the best fighters out there, mostly children and sidekicks. Then it dives into the messy family of the Al Ghuls and what's happening there, and some of the fallout from Leviathan, which I did not read. And Deathstroke is him trying to figure out whether he wants to be a hero or a villain, while deciding that he wants to amass his own personal army, this own secret society of supervillains, because he feels a war is coming, and a war is coming. And we don't know if he's the one that started it or not, but you'll see an intersection between Robin, Batman, and Deathstroke. Really well done. You see the assassination of Ra's al Ghul and the attempted assassination of Talia. And it goes from there. And they say that Deathstroke is the one who did it, but you're not sure, because Deathstroke says he didn't do it. Deathstroke is morally bankrupt. He tries to do his best, but it just doesn't work out because of the way he does things. Robin is arrogant and brash, but you see learning and developing in this character, more like his father than what he wants to be. And Bruce sees it and feels bad about it, but Bruce can't be anything but Bruce. I love the feel of this. I love the Robin series because it's awesome. Because, like I said, it started out like a tournament, and I love a good tournament. Then it goes into this war and the messiness of the family. And some of that messiness actually does spill over to Deathstroke, because you find out that Deathstroke has another son that he didn't know about, but not in the way that you think he has a son. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, like I said, there are only 2 issues in there: Shadow War Alpha and Batman 122, I think it is. The next issue is going to be, the next part of the story is going to be Deathstroke number 9, I want to say. So, yeah, definitely check this out. All right, folks, it's Friday, and I've got to practice this myself. Wellness Check Friday. If you're not doing good, whether mentally or physically or emotionally, please take the steps to get there. I've been struggling with this myself, with everything I have going on right now in my life, my mother's recovery, and it kind of really changing my mindset on a lot of things. I've been struggling with this because 99% of my time and energy is towards her. She's trying to do more things. She's walking really well now. She's able to stand longer, but she still gets tired from it, which is obviously understandable. And she's still doing the dialysis, which can be draining, but she's doing so much better than she was. I'm floored by how well she's doing, because a few months ago she was not. And now I see her, she's stronger. She's getting there. She's getting more muscle. My mother's going to be 70 soon, and she's going through this. And yeah, so my time has been there. And I haven't really made time for myself. Like, there have been days when I'm up at 2 a.m. So I can go to work at 4 a.m. and I don't sit down until 6 maybe or so, because I'm doing that. I might go shopping. I might, go get something to eat for her and for dinner. Then I'm trying to clean up and do whatever, uh, making sure she's okay. And she sees it. And she asked me the other day, she said, when are you going to take some time, from work, and, take a vacation? And my only thought was, before all this, I wanted to take a few days and I wanted to go away. I don't know, maybe St. Louis. Food bangs there. Sometimes I do miss St. Louis, as I used to live there years ago. Or go somewhere else down south. I don't know, anywhere, somewhere. I don't know. Right now, that isn't a possibility for me to take a long trip like that. And that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. But I am taking a couple of days, like I said, for a free comic book day. But I haven't been taking my own steps to do my self care. And I've just started back to it. I'll take my tea, take my mug, my mug collection. I'll go sit out on the patio and I'll sit there because the weather's a bit nicer. Sit out on the patio and I'll read, or I'll just sit there and I'll just take in whatever it is, whether I'm taking 5 minutes or whether I'm taking 10 minutes. Just finding something there. And she's getting better. So, she's doing things now for herself a bit. She's trying to do more. So I'll try and play, like, so maybe late at night I'll get to play some Destiny 2, or I'll get to read something, or something. I'm doing those little things. I'm lighting incense again because that helps me out a lot. Taking walks, underrated. Between exercise and your mental well-being, walks are so important. Believe me, walks are so important. And just doing little things like that are just helping me a bit. So I'm straying from the path, and I'm not doing well. So I need to take those steps to get there myself. So it happens to me too. It happens to me as well. And I understand that. And, my vitamins definitely help me. My vitamins they help me with routine and something to look at. And, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. When things are a bit better, I do want to start therapy. I want to try that. I don't, but I'm at an age where I want to try more things so I can be more mentally there, more mentally fit, more mentally healthy, and feeling better. And it's a journey. It's a journey. I know people are tired of the word journey, but it's true. It's a journey. It's definitely a chore at a time. It's an undertaking, but you got to do it. You got to do it. And, unfortunately, things kind of halted my progress, and that's okay, because something that was making me feel better, making me know, is seeing my mother get better, being there by her bedside, helping her, doing that. I would be tired as hell, but it would make me feel better. So that's what's been helping me. I don't know what's going to help you. It could be walks. It could be drinking water. It could be swimming. I don't know. But whatever it is, please take those steps to get better and to feel better. And take your medication, whether it's for a physical ailment, mental or emotional ailment. Please take your medication. Be well. Okay? I know it's difficult. I know it's maddening at times and it's tedious, but please do it. All right? So, on that note, I do want to do a bleak perspective. Can I talk to you for a second? Can I bend your ear for just a couple of minutes? Fighting the algorithm. So we all know about algorithms, right? Kind of, sort of, maybe. All right. Social media has made the word become a little more popular. So algorithm is basically what makes whatever pop up on your damn social media feed. The two biggest things, obviously, because of the metaverse, are Facebook and Instagram. Now, you all know how I feel about social media. I do not like social media. I do not really. I just don't. I can see one day possibly just not doing it, just ghosting. And if you have my number, cool. If you don't have my number, I don't know what to tell you. Possibly keeping messengers open, but just not going on the actual apps. And fighting the algorithm is difficult for content creators who have things to do, who have lives, who aren't able to post 7 times a day, 7 days a week, who aren't able to do that because they might be a parent or they're taking care of someone or their job or what have you. And it sucks. You want to be consistent with your content and you want to give that quality because quality can be better than quantity. I've snoozed quite a few people just because every other post is theirs and I don't need to see every post of yours. I don't need to see every other post. If you're clogging my timeline so I don't get to see people who are doing things, that annoys me. And then I have to figure that out. And it's maddening to me. And it sucks because you can have something really great going on and you get swallowed up because you're not posting every 5 minutes and you're not posting things that are outside of your character. So it's almost like you have to start doing things and start posting outside your character, outside of what you like, just so you can be seen by people. And that sucks. Instead of it being, hey, your post was 5 minutes ago, I didn't see your post because this post from 8 days ago is still coming up on my goddamn time feed or timeline or feed or whatever. It sucks. But I do want to say if you are a content creator, especially a Black content creator, and you have other things going on and you can't post 6 or 7 times a day, you'll never go viral because of whatever. It's okay. It's all right. Post in your time. Or even people who may have an ailment, physical or mental, should mention them as well. Or whatever is going on with you and you can't do that. It's okay. Post when you're able to post. Post when you can post. Don't fight the algorithm. Don't become a part of that and then feel horrible because you did something that was against your character. If that's what they want to do, that's cool. That's great. Go ahead, keep doing it, whatever. If that's not your thing, but you still want to put out this content and you're doing great stuff, then do it. Keep doing it. Because quality always wins over quantity eventually. Excellence is inevitable. Excellence is undeniable. And it will happen. Just keep going at it at your own pace. Don't post to outpost someone else. Post because it's what you feel. Post is because of what you want. Post because it's what you are liking there. Post because you feel good about it. Don't post to post. Don't post just to try to fight the algorithm because the more you do it, the more then you have to do it. And then you'll feel it's this horrible cycle. Horrible cycle. Okay? Do it in your time. Take your time. Make sure that your stuff is quality and that you are okay with it and that you enjoy it. All right? I know it's hard, but it's okay. You're doing it. And that's the biggest part of it. Don't post against who you are or your personality. It's all right. You got to feel good about what you're posting and you got to enjoy what you're doing. Believe me, I'm there. I'm not able to post I'm not able to do that every day. And I wouldn't. So I post when I can and I do these things when I can and I feel good when I do post. And sometimes I go, I shouldn't have posted that. But it's there. I could delete it, but I'm like, yeah, what's the point? Just keep it there. I'm not always going to be able to do live shows. Today I was able to do a live show and I said, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it. And I felt good doing it. I'm a little rusty, as you all can tell. I'm a little rusty. But it's okay because I'm good. But what do I know? That's just my bleak perspective. That chai tea hits when it's out of one of your favorite mugs. Black is the standard. Get it? So, folks, that's pretty much it. So let me ask you something. Are you with me? Yeah, I think you are. So on that note, again, there won't be a fandom initiative tomorrow. We're taking a bye, like we're in the NFL or something like that. What the hell? We're taking a bye week. Life is happening. A lot is happening for myself and for Michael. It's life just takes a turn and then it just careens off of a cliff, and then somehow you end up underwater and you're trying to figure out where your shoelaces are at and who's ringing the doorbell. That's pretty much what's happening. Yeah, there won't be one tomorrow. We'll be back the week after, trying to get ourselves situated, and then we'll go from there. Okay. But you still can go back and watch and listen to all the previous episodes of Fandom Initiative on YouTube or on Spotify, on iTunes, on Google Podcast. We're out there. All right. And myself also as well. You can always go to my YouTube or, again, my Spotify or iTunes, Google Play, iHeart, possibly iHeart, all over the place. And you'll be able to watch and see what's going on. Also, my Twitch, I think I still have some gaming videos up there. I might, yeah, I quite possibly do have a gaming video or two up there. Me playing Destiny with hashtag Fireteam Excellence. We're not a clan. We just a group of friends that like to play and we enjoy it. So there you go. So folks, look, as always, do the best you can with what you got, because in the end, that's all that you get. All right. So if you can today, please, because the weather's beautiful here, go get some of that sunlight, go suck in the D, get a walk, get some air, drink the water, take your vitamins, take your medicine, and go eat something tasty. And also, remember, any of the comics that you saw, that you heard, that I've talked about, go to your local comic book shop. Tell them, hey, I heard about this comic. I want to check it out. Tell them the Hungry Bleak sent you, matter of fact. Tell them that. Tell them the Hungry Bleak sent me. And ask them, hey, what do you think I should read if I like this? What else do you think I should read? Do you have this issue? Go for it. All right? You all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of it. And awkward shoulder shake? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? Awkward shoulder shake in the Warlock t-shirt? Say less.